Okay, it's December, end of the year, and it's always cold. Okay, but we don't want it to stop us from our practice. And forget those things in the background. I'm always working on something. Okay, today we're gonna talk about IELTS speaking test, the basics questions, and generally the questions from the past papers. Of the Cambridge. So we're going to talk about these questions specifically, and I'm going to portray myself as a student, candidate, or the test taker, and I will share with you how you could answer those questions and how you could stretch your answer. Remember, giving short answer is not an excuse to not score higher bands. Okay, so you need to, you obviously here just because you're at level 5 or 6 and you want to grow up, you want to level up. What should you do? How could we improve our communication skills? And what are the basics questions and how to answer them? Now, the purpose of this video is just to get you familiarized and how you could build your fluency and how you could answer those questions. But it does not mean that you should memorize those answers, because if you do, there are consequences. Before uh, giving you all those information, I want to give you something at the start. Do you know that some uh, there are options available for you to get band zero? You could score band zero. You know how? The first option for you is not to take the test. You will score zero. The second option for you to score zero is just don't give an answer at all. But what's the third option for you to score zero? Yes, you don't want to score zero. I know, like you'll be thinking, what's going on? What the F he's talking about? But do you know if you give a memorized answer, if you have remember something and you just talk, you will get band zero. Okay, so it's an option for you not to give the memorized answer if you don't want to score zero. Okay, now let's look at some of the questions that have been asked in IELTS speaking part, a speaking test, especially part 1, 2, and 3 from the past. So we have today the Cambridge book 19, and we're going to look at some of the questions. And remember, I'm going to portray myself. So what the reason for this is to show you how you could answer those questions, and our aim is to stretch answers. We can't give you short answer. Yes, no, okay, I am, not these things. We, the, okay, what's the reason? Why the examiner? Okay, what's going on with the examiner? Why they want to check our speaking? If we could talk or not? The reason behind this is they want to know, when you go overseas to a native English speaking country, could you talk to somebody? Could you communicate? If you're going for a lecture, if you're going to a supermarket, if you're going for your job, can you communicate? This is what they want to check. How good is your communication level? On that level, from 0 to 9, they give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's just a test of your communication. Okay. Um, Now let's have a look at some of those questions and see how you could answer. The aim is that you should do better than me. Remember? The reason for this lesson is I want you to do better than me. Okay? Now let's have a look at those questions. So in the past, the examiner had asked the candidates some of these questions, which are, do you have a favorite cafe? Do you have a favorite cafe? Do you often go to cafes by yourself? Okay. What do you think helps to make a cafe very popular? Why do some people prefer cafes that are part of large chain rather than small local cafe? Okay. So I'm going to try and I'm going to show you how you could give a better answer. But again, do not memorize. Okay. Now let's have a look at first question. Do you have a favorite cafe? Yes, I do. There's quite a great cafe on Lincoln Road from opposite to the station. It's called Sergi Cafe. I was introduced to it by a friend of mine who was an artist, and she had portrayed her painting on the wall of the cafe. So, and I went there to meet her, and we had quite a good conversation there regarding work. And so I was introduced to this cafe by one of my friend, and like they have a good quality coffee, and the environment, the design and interior, it's so like comfy. I feel so comfortable being there, and I often find myself going to Serbi again and again. Okay. Do you often go to cafes by yourself? Well, it depends. It depends. Sometime, if I'm bored and I have nothing to do, I'm craving a coffee. It's it's cold. I want to get a nice cup of tea. Um, I would just go by myself. But if I'm hanging out with my mates and we just want to have a good time and just relax and have a conversation over a cup of tea, then I would prefer going out with my friends. Okay. Why do some people prefer cafes that are part of large chains rather than small local cafes? Well, I think it depends on everyone's, what they prefer. Everybody have their own preferences. But for me, I go to cafes just for the sake of coffee. I mean, I want a good quality of coffee. I can't make coffee, so obviously I have to go outside. But if I want to show off, I would go to a large chain, maybe let's say Starbucks or something, or maybe more expensive, so that I could take a picture and look where I'm sitting and what I'm drinking, and just to show off and put on social media. But if I prefer, you know, to have a good time and a good quality of tea or coffee, I could go to any local shop. I don't need to go to a fancy place. Okay, now the third one that I forgot. What do you think helps make a cafe very popular? Well, I think it's, quality or quantity. So if you are providing a good quality of your product and you have a good customer service, also you need to have a good, nice place, a good sitting area. You need to make your customer feel comfortable. So, and obviously they're coming for a cup of tea or coffee. So if they like, it's more tasty, and they will come back automatically. So you don't need to do more than that, I guess. But if you have a luxury place and all good customer service, but your product is not good, so you can't be popular for a long period of time. Okay, now did you see what I just did? I stretched the answer. Now at this moment you are confused. How did I stretch the answer? Well, now let us look at those questions again from a different perspective. Let me show you. What do I mean? Okay. Do you have a favorite cafe? No, I don't. And then silence. I'm not saying anything more. This is what you do, right? Do you often go to cafes by yourself? No, I don't go to cafes. Or maybe, yes, I go to cafe by myself. And silence. You don't want to do this. The examiner want to know how good are you in your communication. Okay, so I believe, or I hope that at this stage you should have a good idea about how you could stretch your answers and how you could build your fluency. Uh, Now again, I want to repeat something. If you want to build fluency and work on your communication skills, you need to practice. If you want to improve your writing, you need to write more. If you want to improve your reading, it's very simple. You need to read more, okay? If you want to improve your listening, you need to listen more. You need to consume more. You need to put your hard work and you need to invest your time. Can I say in more simple words? How could simplify it more than this? It's easy. You want to build your fluency? Talk, speak, communicate, engage yourself in conversation repeatedly. Don't ask this question how long it's going to take you or how you could do better. With practice and perfect practice, not just practice. You could be practicing in a wrong way. But for speaking, it's very easy, man. Come on, just talk. That's all you need to do. Talk and talk and talk repeatedly. Okay, so I hope this video lesson have helped you somehow, and if you have any question you could comment down below and I will try to answer you. You could approach me on Facebook, you could DM me, or you could comment on YouTube, whatever suits you, and we would be covering speaking in few different lessons uh, coming up after that. And yeah, that's it. I wish you good luck. And I wish you, especially you, I wish you could invest more time so that when you go on the test day, you don't say, sir, I needed more, but I did not do it. So don't say that you wish. It's your time right now. Invest your time and your practice. Till then, you take care.